Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So welcome everyone for today's Sunday program in our beautiful center here. And thanks to all the organizers here for inviting me. It's my great pleasure to be with all the devotees here. I was asked to speak on some verse from Bhagavatam. So I took this beautiful verse, which is a very beautiful verse from the 5th canto, 18th chapter, and 9th verse. This is the prayers of Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj prayers are generally in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, but 5th canto also mentions about the different dvipas, and in one particular planet or dvipa, Prahlad Maharaj stays. So on that planet he is offering this prayer to Lord Nrsingadev. Swastu astu vishwasya khala prasidatam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mithodhya मनश्च भद्रम भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यताम नो मतिर अपि अहेतुकी. So this is very beautiful verse. Swastu swastu. That means Prahlad Maharaj is saying, let there be good fortune. Swasti asti. Swastu. It's a beautiful translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So here in this translation, we see Srila Prabhupada is very beautifully emphasizing Prahlad Maharaj's mood here. May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga, for by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence Lord Sri Krishna and always remain absorbed in thought of Him. Srila Prabhupada gives a very brilliant purport. Is the purport available here? Is it available? Someone is doing something with that? No? Okay. So anyways, it's okay. So, I just read few lines because Prabhupada words are very important for all of us. So Prabhupada's purport. The following verse describes a Vaishnava. The following verse describes a Vaishnava. What is this verse? So very often quoted verse. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Just like a desire tree, a Vaishnava can fulfill all the desires of anyone who takes shelter of his lotus feet. Prahlad Maharaj is a typical Vaishnava. He prays not for himself, but for all living entities. The gentle, the envious, and the mischievous. He always thought of the welfare of mischievous persons like Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad Maharaj did not ask for anything for himself. Rather, he prayed for the Lord to excuse his demoniac father. This is the attitude of a Vaishnava who always thinks of the welfare of the entire universe. So, very beautiful purport. We will see how much we can cover today. But here, a very important siddhant or principle is discussed, the principle of compassion. In this world, compassion is very closely resembling to another word, passion, right? Which we often hear, passionate, passion. So, compassion and passion, even though they rhyme, they look similar, but there is a gulf of difference. Passion means always thinking of oneself, and compassion means thinking of others. So, while passion means me and mine, compassion means for you and we. So, Prahalad Maharaj exemplifies the attitude of compassion. Here is Prahlad Maharaj praying for everyone's good fortune, not only himself, not only his family members, not only his country, but for entire universe. That's how open-minded, how broad-minded a great devotee like Prahlad is. In today's world, everyone is thinking about what will happen to me, what's best for me. The whole day we are just thinking about me and mine, right? I and what I will get. So amazing. I remember a few years back, I was preaching in a university in India, and there was a group of students in the university. And this group, they had very thick friendship, very good group, and they would always remember each other's birthdays. So there was one guy in that group whose name was Joshi. What was his name? Joshi. So the day his birthday came, somehow or other, everyone forgot to wish him happy birthday. She was waiting today morning, someone will send me a message. No one sent a message. 10 o'clock, no message. He was constantly watching his phone, messages. Everyone literally forgot Joshi's birthday. Afternoon 12 o'clock, no one 2 p.m. No one. Finally, he became very frustrated. The day is going out and no one is remembering a birthday. So he went to the computer. At 4 p.m., he made a program, computer program, creating a virus. You know what is a virus? Which goes on the computer and blanks the computer, stops the computer, hangs the computer. He made a virus and named the virus as Joshi virus and emailed this to the entire campus. So everyone just opened the email and doop, suddenly the screen blinked and hanged. Everyone's computer was hanging. The only word was Joshi virus, Joshi virus, Joshi virus. And everyone's thinking, what is this new virus on the campus? Everyone's discussing about it, but no one understood. Finally, one boy from that group clicked. Hey, why is virus called Joshi virus? Why not some other name? Why Joshi virus? Then he said, hey, there is a guy amongst us, a person whose name is Joshi. Oh, today's his birthday. We forgot to wish him. So they all went, Mr. Joshi, wish you happy birthday. He said, yeah, thank you for remembering. It's 9 p.m. now. And by the way, there's a Joshi virus hanging out on the campus. Any idea about it? It's a very simple virus. Just go and type happy birthday Joshi, it will disappear. So they all went and typed happy birthday Joshi, entered, and the virus went away. So here we see a typical example of the material world. What is the example? That we are expecting so much from others, right? We want this. We get discouraged. Most of the time, we don't get discouraged because of our own self, but because of comparing with others, right? I'll give an example to all of you, which somehow devotees can relate to. Prasadam. Prasadam is a very good example. Everyone can relate to, right? In lecture, people may be not so very inspired, like Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj once mentioned. When the lecture is very philosophical, the lecture can be a yoga asana. Too philosophical means what happens? People go in shavasana. They sleep, right? And amazingly sit and sleep. But the lecture is very interesting and people are in Padmasana. But if lecture is highly philosophical, highly philosophical. Even after Shavasana, at the end of the lecture, one feels one has done Shirsasana. Head was down and leg was up. Head is heavy. Anyways, so lecture is something sometimes people may sleep. Kirtan sometimes people may space out. But somehow or other, the maximum people are seen in Prasadam area, right? Everyone is there. You need to know who is on campus and temple, everyone you will see in Prasadam table. So when you go Prasadam, now I don't know how we serve Prasadam here, but sometimes we have limited place and we have to distribute Prasadam, so many items, so we just distribute buffet, right? Everyone standing on the counter, devotees come in the line, take the plate and okay, give two pakoda, three puris, that's it. So they select. So just imagine, this is what happens every time we do it. So we go ahead and pick up the plate and he said, Prabhu, sweet is too much, just give one rasgulla, one gulab jamun, right? And then you take two puris and you take some salad and some rice and you come and sit down. Now, who has chosen this whole thing? We have chosen. We have decided two puris and one gulab jamun. Now you find one of your good friends comes and sits next to you and he has three gulab jamuns. Suddenly you feel inspired. Why only one I took? You get up and take one more. So what happened? Your own choice you changed because there is something on others' plate more than us. This is life all about. Life is all about comparison. We keep comparing. We don't see what we have, rather we see what we don't have, or rather what the others have which I don't have. So this is called as the life of passion. On the other hand, Prahlad Maharaj's life is of compassion. He is not thinking about himself. Prahlad, as Vasudev Datta in Chaitanya Charitamrita is mentioning, he is praying to Lord Chaitanya, let everyone in this universe go back home, back to Godhead, and get all their sins come to me. I stay here suffering them. Now, who is going to make a prayer like that? Anyone here? No one can make such a prayer. Even in dreams, can't make a prayer like that. Can anyone ever ask, give me suffering? Generally, we ask, oh Lord, don't give me suffering. Please test me, but don't too much test me. I can't handle that. This is what we don't pray, but inside our heart, we always feel like that. Has anyone gone in front of God Nita and ever prayed, oh Lord, 4 years back I was so sick, I was hospitalized. Since 4 years I have never visited hospital. Maybe once more I should go there. No one will never say that. But Kunti Maharani dared to pray like that. Let calamities come again and again. Because when calamities come, Krishna, I remember you. So this is amazing. So to understand a Vaishnava's heart is not easy. To become a Vaishnava is also not easy. To get title of a Vaishnava is very easy, right? But to become a Vaishnava takes time. Takes lot of time and lot of meditation to become a Vaishnava. Prahlad Maharaj, such a wonderful Vaishnava. He is thinking of not just himself, good fortune throughout the universe. And what about envious persons? Generally, we want to keep the envious persons out of our way. Huh? Don't think about him, neglect the person. But what he's saying, may all envious persons be pacified. And may all living entities become calm by practicing bhakti yoga. So this is a prayer of a devotee. He's anywhere we can see he's praying about himself. He's praying for himself. Oh Lord, give me a good job. Oh Lord, give me a good family. Lord, give me this, give me that. Nothing about him. He's only praying for others. Like Prahlad Maharaj, our Srila Prabhupada is a brilliant example in his century who always thought of others. He never thought of himself. Huh? Srila Prabhupada's whole journey to the West to preach, whose whole life was nothing but an example of so much of compassion. Srila Prabhupada, before he came to America, he was struggling. 40 years he struggled to propagate the message of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. But every time he did something, he got some success and a failure. Failure after failure after failure. But Srila Prabhupada did not give up because he knew this is very important. The preaching mission of Lord Chaitanya has to spread all over the world. My Guru Maharaj has told me I'll keep trying. So finally, Prabhupada got a hint. There in India, in one place called as Mumbai, there is one very generous, pious lady who has a flock of ships, and the ships go from cargo ships go from India to USA. So with great heart, knowing that she is very pious, Srila Prabhupada approached this lady whose name was Sumati Morarji. So Prabhupada went and waited on the steps, hmm, because the office was closed. Prabhupada came early and waited for 3 to 4 hours. And finally, the office opened up. Then the assistant came and he said, Madam is going to come, please wait. Prabhupada waited on the step. Then Madam came, Sumati Morarji came, said, why is Swamiji sitting outside? Yeah, she asked the secretary. Oh, he's waiting for a long time. He wants a free passage on your ship. What? He wants to go to America? Huh? Why he wants to go to America? You talk to him. So Prabhupada comes in. I am expecting you to give me a free passage on your ship. You are a very pious lady. My Guru Maharaj wants me to preach in the English language all over the world, the Western world. So I want an opportunity to go abroad. So Swamiji, you don't know what it is. It's very, very difficult. You will die. Prabhupada said, no problem. Let me die there, but I want to fulfill my spiritual master's desire. Swamiji, it's very cold in America. You will not last. Prabhupada was very strong. No, I won't. Swamiji, you are like my father. How can I allow my father to die? Prabhupada caught that word. You consider me your father? So will you not fulfill your father's last wish? Sumati Murari finally had to relent on Prabhupada's. He was determined. So finally, she gave the boarding pass. Go. That was Prabhupada. Prabhupada that time did not have an extra pair of dhoti and kurta with him. So there, while Prabhupada was staying, this Sindhya steamship company, which is the owner was Sumati Murari, she arranged Prabhupada. Prabhupada was staying in Vrindavan and he had come to Mumbai. So Swamiji, you stay for a few days in this my colony. So she had a many apartment for her staff. So Prabhupada was staying in one staff room, one staff quarters. And next to the staff quarter, there was one more family who always came out and saw Swamiji in the next room, the next apartment. They greeted Prabhupada and they saw Prabhupada did not have good clothes. All the clothes were all, you know, with a lot of stitches and it was torn. So they bought two sets of clothes for Prabhupada, saffron clothes, and gave it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was so thankful. Prabhupada accepted it. But you should know, Prabhupada was so grateful to each and every person who helped him. Later, when Prabhupada became the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, he was preaching everywhere. Srila Prabhupada was in Los Angeles, which the city which he named as New Dwarka. Such an opulent temple, so many devotees, deities, beautiful. And Prabhupada, he came to know through one. It's actually one this couple who had Prabhupada gave them a cloth. They had come for a US trip, and they came to Los Angeles, and they came to know Swamiji is here, Prabhupada is here. So they visited temple. And they kept telling everyone, we know Prabhupada, we know Prabhupada. So some devotees did not take them seriously. But finally one devotee met and said, how do you know? So when he had not come to America, he stayed next to us. You just tell Prabhupada our name, he will be happy to meet us. So Prabhupada, this gentleman has come to meet you. Oh, bring him, bring him, bring him. So they all the family was brought. Prabhupada sat and Prabhupada for hours together was laughing and discussing and talking with them, give them nice prasadam, give them nice rooms. And everybody was thinking, who these people are, They don't look like devotees also. No Kanthimala, no Japmala. But Prabhupada remembered that they had given what? Two pairs of dhoti and kurta when he wanted it. Not only once. In 1970s, some 76 something, Prabhupada was in Vrindavan and this couple again came to Vrindavan. They came to Prabhupada was in Krishna Balaram temple. They came. It was night 9:45 p.m. Prabhupada came to know that they have come. Prabhupada brought them, made his disciple, the person who was assisting Prabhupada, to cook special hot puris, sabjis, dal and rice at night 9:45. Because Prabhupada came to know they had not taken dinner. And Prabhupada, in fact, he was on diet, but Prabhupada sat with them and also ate just to encourage them. So devotees mentioned that how Prabhupada was grateful to even a simple, ordinary family who had given a two pair of dhoti and kurta to Prabhupada. Because Prabhupada knew that helped Prabhupada to serve his spiritual master. So Srila Prabhupada was the example of compassion. Srila Prabhupada was in Bhaktivedanta Manor in England. And you know all that how Prabhupada would spend all his night translating, dictating his books. He never slept even one night. Can you imagine? Recorded 1965 to 1977. Recorded Prabhupada did not sleep even one night. Every night Prabhupada translated his books. And now, this one book distributor who was distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, he came late in the night. So he came and saw the whole temple was dark. Everyone was sleeping. Hmm? And then he saw one room, the light was lit. And that was Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada was not sleeping. So slowly he climbed and wanted to go to the ashram and take rest. Suddenly an idea clicked to him. Oh, why not I just go near Prabhupada's room, keep my ear near Prabhupada's door, hear him speak one statement from Bhagavatam, and then I'll go and sleep. I'll get good dreams of Krishna, hearing Prabhupada directly. So he went and went close to Prabhupada's door, put his ear, thinking that he will hear something from Prabhupada, and yes, he heard something. Prabhupada said, "Who is there?" So then he opened the door. Prabhupada ki jai. Now you didn't know what to say. Prabhupada, you are working so hard for all of us. Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhupada smiled said, "You will never know how much I am working hard for all of you. Go and take rest." So he went and took rest. But he was remembering this past time. Actually, we will never ever know how much Prabhupada has worked hard for us. He has toiled hard, he has given so much of energy just so that devotees that time and devotees to come in future will get benefit of connecting with Krishna anywhere in the world. Today, Krishna consciousness is a known phenomenon in the whole world. There was a time when books, literatures were not available. In India, even in India, Bhagavatam was only available in few places only in the language Hindi, local language. Only shlokas. You search, maybe you'll get translation also. This is before 1965. 1965 onwards, 2025, fast forward. Today is the time. You just pick up your mobile, go to the website, go to Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrit or any book, click, choose the language and pay, and it will come to your home. How such a big transformation? 1965, it was not available. And after 1965, 2025, the books are available in maximum all languages. I was in East Africa, and there is a country called as Malawi, very not much known country, Malawi. And I was told that maximum people there die 80% because of AIDS. Ooh. This is Malawi. In Malawi, there is a local language, and there is a Prabhupada book translated in the local language. Can you imagine the way Prabhupada books are translated? So Prabhupada planned his movement. He arranged for the books to be transcribed in all languages, printed and distributed. This was Prabhupada's compassion planning. So Prabhupada was every day dictating books And when you dictate on the books, then the next day the small cassette, those time cassettes were there, they would go to one particular devotee, and the devotee Mataji would hear and type the whole thing. So one day Mataji came and said, Prabhupada, for last 3 days the counter is not much. That means Prabhupada had not translated much, very less. The counter, one, two, three, four was less. Prabhupada says, your job and my job is not same. Your job is mechanical. My job is to think. What should I put in those books, in those purports that people for the next 10,000 years can understand? Now, who is the author who is going to say like that? I am writing a book for the next 10,000 years. Prabhupada had that audacity because Prabhupada knew he is writing for the next 10,000 years. And Srila Prabhupada was in this way so much showing compassion. And Prabhupada did not give up. Even at a time when Prabhupada was very disabled, he was on his last days in Vrindavan, 1977. Srila Prabhupada was still translating his books while lying on the bed. Devotees were holding a mic and he was speaking the 10th canto, 14th chapter purports. So here we see how Srila Prabhupada's unique life of compassion. Srila Prabhupada traveled all over the world and he made Krishna consciousness available. 14 times Prabhupada traveled uh, in 12 years, 14 times Prabhupada traveled all over the globe. And he uh, traveled to Australia, traveled to North America, South America, Europe. He also went to Africa. When Prabhupada went to Africa, Prabhupada said, today I have reached the last continent, Africa. And Prabhupada was very happy, he was preaching in Africa. Prabhupada's clothes got stolen. Prabhupada's clothes were hanging and someone just stole it. I did not know where the clothes, all the devotees, or the assistant, the secretary, Prabhupada, your clothes are missing. So Prabhupada had his clothes, Prabhupada went and gave a class. And then he saw the local devotees who had just come and joined the movement, they were wearing some of the clothes. So this was Prabhupada, how much he tolerated, but yet he was always focused on showing compassion to everyone. So Srila Prabhupada uh, in his preaching, he would always give credit to devotees. He would always say, my spiritual master has sent all of you to help me. But if you see, uh, Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Satswarup Maharaj, in his books, he mentions about this very good point. He says that uh, Srila Prabhupada always gave credit to his American disciples who preached initially in the world. And he would say that my disciples are doing everything. I am just an old man sitting in one place and writing some few books. But Prabhupada actually was running the whole show. So this was in India, in a place called as Surat. So one of the best receptions Prabhupada ever received in the whole of the world. Where Prabhupada reached the city, the whole city literally came out to welcome Prabhupada and his disciples. There were huge lines. Prabhupada was driving, and people are standing on both sides of the road and throwing flowers. Everywhere Prabhupada went. Prabhupada was very charmed at such a reception. And the person who hosted Prabhupada, he said, Swamiji, there are so many people who are coming and asking me, let Swamiji come to our house, let Swamiji come to our house. Prabhupada said, if they become life member, I'll come to their home. And immediately the word spread. And so many people accepted the offer that literally Prabhupada stayed for 1 month in Surat, every day doing 5 programs, signing up people for life membership. So everywhere there was big, big posters coming up, billboards, posters. Srila Prabhupada and his disciples are preaching Krishna consciousness all over the world. Satswarup Maharaj mentions, I was there, we were all there, we all thought Prabhupada and we are preaching together. But seldom we knew that actually Prabhupada is only preaching, we are just humbly assisting in whatever way we can. So when Prabhupada left in 1977, suddenly the whole movement came in our hands and we realized, oh, it is so difficult to manage. And then we realized, actually Srila Prabhupada was the one who was preaching and he was giving credits to all of us. So in this way, we find the relevance of Prabhu Prahlad Maharaj and connect it with the life of Srila Prabhupada. Prahlad Maharaj was very compassionate, and Srila Prabhupada also very compassionate. It is maybe just saying Guru Puja mentions Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Lokanath Lokera Jivana. So Prabhupada went on to travel, take all the difficulties so that he could reach out to conditioned souls. And Prabhupada emphasized on book distribution because Prabhupada knew that I cannot reach all the places, but my books, which is not different from me, will reach all the places. So Giriraj Maharaj mentions this wonderful story. That once Giriraj Maharaj decided that he will go to a place called as Nigeria in West Africa. And he was the first devotee to go there. And when he went there, and there it is mentioned that he was distributing books there. I met one man, he said, I already have this book. I was thinking, this is the first time a devotee is coming to this country and he said, you already have a book. From where you got the book? Oh, I had gone to London. And London I had gone for some work and in the airport I got this book. So through the book distribution, Srila Prabhupada's books went all over the world. In Burma, which is there next to India, Burma, Rangoon, Myanmar, one um, doctor came for a conference at in America, New York. He was a Buddhist. So he came, and while the conference was over, he had one day remaining before he takes a flight and go back to his country. So he went and he was going around New York City having a good time. One book distributor met him and gave him the Bhagavad Gita. I said, no, I am Buddhist. Now devotee did not know what is Buddhist. He only knew you should just take this book. He opened the Bhagavad Gita page, the color plate, and see Buddha's photo is there, the 10 incarnations. There is one photo of 10 incarnations of the Lord in which Buddha's photo is there. You can see. So you are Buddhist, this book is also for you. So somehow or other, the doctor got convinced, and he was because American gentleman was trying to convince him, so he said, did not man. He said, okay, I'll purchase. So on the plane, while taking a huge plane ride back to his city, country, he opened the book and he was searching where is Buddha's name. There was no Buddha's name in that. He said, oh, I think so. This book is not for me. And he kept the book with him. He reached his country and then he thought, what should I do with this book? So you remember that he has one friend who happened to be coming from Indian origin. So he just called his friend one day, you know what? I got a special gift from America for you. So this friend thought some special American gift is going to come. And what came in Bhagavad Gita? I said, hey, okay, I'll keep it since you have given me. He kept it in a shelf, never read it. So he got married eventually. He got a small kid who grew up. Age of 15 something, he passed his high school or something like that. And he was looking for exploring new things in his life. He opened his father's shelf and found this Bhagavad Gita lying there for many years. Picked up the Gita and read the Gita. He was so inspired. Never ever he had read such a book. He used to go and tell his friends, "Oh, I read this book, such a nice," and inspire them and share something. And few friends became interested, and they started a Gita group, and they would read Prabhupada's Gita every day. And slowly by reading, they came to know about the four principles, and they also came to know chant Hare Krishna. So began chanting Hare Krishna. Now the Hare Krishna movement had not even reached this country, but the book had reached, and there were devotees. So finally, after many years, one devotee actually entered the country to preach there. And when he entered the country, he was going around distributing books, and then he showed this book to this young man. He said, I already have this book. Really? You have this book from where? My father's shelf. Okay, but we have a group also. So you introduced, there were 10 people in the group by that time. And they were all discussing Gita and they were also practicing Krishna consciousness. And this boy was instrumental in starting the first temple in Myanmar. So we can see Prabhupada's brilliant plan of compassion. Prabhupada knew he had very less time, so Prabhupada wrote all the books, and through books, Prabhupada is for everyone. So Prahlad Maharaj's example is quite relevant to the example of Srila Prabhupada. And this is what we can see that many great devotees, one of the important quality they exhibit is compassion. That means they have a lot of feelings for the world around them. It's called as para dukkha dukhi. In Sanskrit, para dukkha dukhi means you see someone unhappy, you become unhappy. You see someone happy, you become happy. But in today's world, it is all topsy turvy, right? If you see someone's happy, you feel why is so happy. You become unhappy, right? Right? This is how everything. People are too happy, then people become envious. He's so happy. Why he's so happy? We had one devotee friend of mine. Was always smiling. Good devotee, born devotee, always smiling. Like constantly, this like the lip would always like that. So if he got a job. So he got a job. He was smiling and doing work. One day his boss called him in the office, closed the door. Why are you so happy always? Why are you so happy always? So thinking, is it wrong to be happy? People can't take this if someone is happy for a long time. So, why is so happy? I am not so happy. So para sukha dukhi and para dukkha sukhi. That means you see someone unhappy, you see, finally he got his share. I was just thinking, how can he not get his karma? So people are like that. Hmm. Para dukkha dukhi and para sukha sukhi. But it is para sukha dukhi and para dukkha sukhi. So there's so many examples of people in this world, mad world, where people become happy on seeing others unhappy, and people become unhappy on seeing others happy. Very strange or small humorous story. One time, one man he was praying to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. And praying intensely. His neighbor saw this guy is praying. Why is praying? Then he came to know, oh, this person got a mantra. By praying to Lord Shiva, he will fulfill all his desires. He's praying to Lord Shiva. I also pray to Lord Shiva. So he sat down and he was chanting the next room, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. After some time, Lord Shiva appeared to the first person. What do you want? I want one car, one Mercedes Benz car. Lord Shiva said, Tathastu. He went out on the balcony and saw one Mercedes Benz car. He said, I prayed to Lord Shiva, I got Mercedes Benz car. Then he saw the neighbor had two Mercedes Benz car. A surprise. He came to know the neighbor also chanted Lord Shiva's mantra. Lord Shiva had appeared. And the neighbor had said, Lord Shiva, whatever you give the other guy, give me double of it. So the first guy got one car and he got double. So he became very angry. He went and asked, I want one house. So one house came. And the neighbor got two houses. Whatever he asked, double. So finally he became very upset. He was not happy that, I'm getting one house, one car, one so many things. Finally he prayed to Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva, you remove one eye of mine. Blind me by one eye. So with one eye blinded he went and saw, see his two eyes are blinded now. So this is a mad material world where we compete and we destroy each other, right? And sometimes people fight for trivial reasons. And the only thing is why I have lesser than you. So in this world of Kali Yuga, in this atmosphere of Kali Yuga, to find examples like Prahlad Maharaj is very, very rare. So we have our old acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. The whole parampara is a parampara of compassion. Hmm? We are very fortunate that we have connection with such a rich parampara. Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya, our Shiksha Guru preeminent, and we have Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and the whole ISKCON society. Such wonderful examples we have devotees. I'll just tell you one story and then we'll end. I'm not quite aware of what the time is. 4:25. How much time we have more? Dayal Govind Prabhu. It's 4:25 now. 10 minutes. Should we ask for questions also, right? If devotees have. Thank you. So one devotee, he was serving Srila Prabhupada. His name was Kartik Das. So Kartik Prabhu was serving Prabhupada in the initial days when Prabhupada was in New York. That time ISKCON had not spread beyond America, just New York and maybe San Francisco. So Kartik Prabhu had a chance to serve Srila Prabhupada personally. He was taking care of Prabhupada's, washing his clothes, even cooking for Prabhupada sometimes. So Prabhupada once told, "What are you doing, wasting your time serving me? Go and preach," Prabhupada told him. That's what Prabhupada would tell him. Keep changing his servants and secretaries. So Prabhupada told him, "Go and preach." Prabhupada, where should I go and preach? Preach that place where no one has gone. Prabhupada, then see, devotees were so adventurous that time. Prabhupada, what do you think of Hawaii? Prabhupada said, very nice, go to Hawaii. So this devotee somehow convinced another devotee and they landed in Hawaii with no money, nothing, and began preaching. And slowly, slowly, what happened? Few people came and they got a small place and they would report to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, we began preaching. Now two people are coming, four are coming, Sunday program. So Prabhupada was happy. 10 people are coming, 20 people are coming. Prabhupada said, I am coming. So Prabhupada wrote, I am coming to Hawaii to help to see all of your preaching activities. So Kartik Prabhu was mentioned somehow or other I'm surviving here, two, three devotees. Now Prabhupada is going to come. We have to arrange all the facilities. So thinking, what she was trying to analyze when I was in New York with Prabhupada, what did Prabhupada want for his food? So he made all the list of items Prabhupada needs regularly. Suddenly he remembered one time in New York, it became very cold suddenly. And Prabhupada called him and said, it's very cold, can you cook halwa for me? So he remembered that, oh, what if Prabhupada asked for halwa in Hawaii? So better I keep everything ready. So he went around in all the stores to get all the ingredients. So he got sugar. Sugar was very easy. He got that time there was no ghee, but whatever is available closest to ghee, he got it. But somehow or other he could not get that main ingredient from which you make halwa. What is that ingredient called here? Suji in Hindi, but what's called here? Semolina grease. He searched all the marketplaces. There was no grease. So what to do? Finally, he got to one market where he got something similar to grease. So he picked up that. Let us keep it. So Prabhupada came to Hawaii. It's very simple. Prabhupada would stay in one small room, and all the other devotees would stay in another room. And Prabhupada would share the bathroom with everyone. That was Prabhupada. Prabhupada sang, he struggled so much. Prabhupada struggle, we can speak of Prabhupada's struggle for days together. Prabhupada was just one detour. Prabhupada was in America. When he came to New York, he had no one. So he was staying with Dr. Mishra, Dr. Mishra's yoga studio. Dr. Mishra had given him one room, which was around 1.5 kilometers from his house, Mishra's house. And Mishra's house, Prabhupada would stay in that room and come to cook for Mishra every day. Now, this is not a struggle. Prabhupada did not have even a bathroom in his room. Prabhupada would travel 1.5 kilometers to just for going to bathroom, even to come to Dr. Mishra's room. So much struggle Prabhupada went. So Prabhupada stayed there. And somehow one day the temperature became very cold. So Prabhupada asked Kartik Prabhu, can you cook halwa for me? And Kartik was thinking, wow, I just thought of it. And here I am. I don't have to look around and go hunting for the ingredients. So he went in the kitchen, he got his grease, something which looked like grease, not grease, not like suji. He got it, made it, he took a bowl and ran very happily. Prabhupada, halwa. And so it was very hot halwa. Prabhupada ate the halwa. Prabhupada said, this is not halwa. Prabhupada just pushed that bowl away, thinking, take this away. So he took it away and he was feeling, I could not serve Prabhupada. Prabhupada wanted halwa and I did not make halwa, Prabhupada. So he was crying in the kitchen. He was crying. He was thinking, what should I do? And then he saw a beautiful photo of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati was there in the kitchen. He offered obeisance to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and said, I am extremely sorry. I am not able to serve your dear disciple, Srila Prabhupada. He wanted halwa, but I am not able to serve. Please forgive me. And he was praying like that. Suddenly he heard a sound. Prabhupada would always keep some bell to call devotees, servants. Sometimes Prabhupada was very practical. Sometimes you would have electronic bell, ting, and there was no electronic bell. Prabhupada would take the altar bell. Prabhupada would shake the bell. So Prabhupada having the altar bell, he shook, and Kartik Poo came running. I mean, just uh, he cleared his all his tears, and he came and offered to Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada. Uh, where is the halwa? Which halwa? The one which you got now. Bring it. So you were shocked. So you went back, got the same bowl and gave Prabhupada. Prabhupada ate the halwa. Everything Prabhupada ate. Prabhupada said, you have more? Yes, Prabhupada. One more time. Prabhupada ate that also. You have more? He got the whole pot, small pot, boiled for, and he served everything. And Prabhupada ate everything. Prabhupada said, excellent halwa. He was confused. He was thinking just few minutes back, Prabhupada said, is this halwa? And did not eat. And now Prabhupada ate all the halwa. What happened? Between the two events, what happened in between? Then he realized, oh, I prayed to Prabhupada's spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And his realization was, our parampara is super connection. You make a prayer to grand spiritual master, it reaches your spiritual master. The whole parampara is divine. It's not like disconnected. Srila Prabhupada is superly connected to his guru is connected to Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, and this the whole parampara is live. We connect with our spiritual masters, we connect with the divine parampara. So this is something which we need to know how we are very fortunate in this age of quarrel, in this age of hypocrisy, where things are all so run down. Everything is run down. Everything is not pure in its form. But yet we are getting chance to come together in the association of devotees and practice Krishna consciousness. I was told by my good friend Dayal Govind Prabhu uh, that in 150-kilometer area, this is one temple here, center, right? Just imagine. I mean, this is a place like in Germany, in Netherlands, in Slovenia, every country there is a temple. And the devotees practicing. So much of struggle they underwent for many years, but there are devotees who have been like a pillar, standing here and practicing and keeping the Prabhupada's movement going on. So all credits go to those warriors who have been here, and also for the new generation which is coming up. So many devotees are coming up practicing Krishna consciousness and getting a chance and opportunity to understand the purpose of human life, and also a chance to serve devotees. So we are all here, and we come together, serve devotees, serve Srila Prabhupada, practice Krishna consciousness, and in this way, Srila Prabhupada has promised all of us that if you continue practicing Krishna consciousness in your life will be perfect. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. Thank you so much for your patient listening, and time for some comments and corrections. I don't know anyone here. Please forgive me. There are many senior devotees sitting, hiding wherever they are. Want to come contribute something in language, you can contribute. Russian, German, any other language. You can all contribute, or we can take questions. So since I don't know many devotees here, Dayal Prabhu can help me in this. Anyone wants to ask questions or any comments from senior devotees? Passion or compassion?
Radha Gopinath, they just overwhelmed me with their compassion and mercy. But a small short story. In 2016, it happened that I was in close to Mumbai in Govardhan Eco Village, and many senior devotees were there. Many advanced devotees were there. They're doing the GBC college, and somehow we say Krishna doesn't make any mistakes. But from my point of view, by mistake, I was also there, and there was Baladev Prabhu, and amongst all these devotees, Baladev Prabhu came up to me, asked me to sing the Mangal Arati for Sri Sri Radha Vrindavan Bihari, the most beautiful deities in the whole universe. And it was so overwhelming, and even the next day, His Holiness Bhatri Narayan Swami came and asked Maharaj, Maharaj, I mean, you're senior and I was asked to sing, so what shall I do? And Maharaj asked, well, it's up to you. You can do what you want. And so I told him, well, Maharaj, it's a stretch I have to do, and please forgive me. So I need to sing Mangalarti. And one day, maybe the last time in my life, I was able to sing Mangalatis there in Govardhan Eco Village due to the mercy of Baladev Prabhu. And so I'm always indebted to him. And he is an example of compassion for me. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
And
And
by your mercy, I am with here, all devotees. Thank you for
yeah,
bringing me here.
I mean, yeah. And in this sense, just ask him about, I mean, Chopati Temple, so amazing, the mercy, the compassion of His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj there. If you come to this place, such a wonderful place, such wonderful prasadam, such wonderful devotees, such wonderful deities. So maybe you can just share how you came to this place, Baladev Prabhu, and got the compassion there. Maybe just a short, yeah,
Short.
something you remember
That
from the
can be
days you came. Thank you
yeah.
so much, Prabhu.
I will share something from Srila Prabhupada. I just love to speak Prabhupada's pastime because they connect with everyone. There is one personality who can connect with everyone. That's Srila Prabhupada, right? And everyone is right on the toes, hearing Prabhupada. They don't want to miss Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is special. Many of us have not seen Prabhupada, but we can't say that Prabhupada is. We are missing Prabhupada. We didn't see Prabhupada. No one says like that. Why? Because we are not missing Prabhupada. Prabhupada is there with us. Prabhupada is in the form of his books. Prabhupada is form of his movement. ISKCON is Srila Prabhupada's body. And Prabhupada is in the form of his followers who are following Prabhupada for so many years and keeping the fire of Sankirtan going on in different parts of the world. So Srila Prabhupada was in Mumbai, and of course ISKCON Chopati came quite later after Prabhupada. But Prabhupada actually came to very close to ISKCON Chopati temple. There was a very beautiful mansion there, a beautiful monument, old heritage monument. Prabhupada gave a class, a lecture in that monument. And Prabhupada came out and Prabhupada saw like this and said, he put his cane and said, there should be a temple in this place. And exactly the place he pointed out, there is ISKCON Chopati temple today. So this is what how we can say. So Prabhupada's predictions always come true. And Prabhupada, he was in, Prabhupada spent so many years toiling hard to preach in India, 40 years, no success. And finally, when he got success all over the world preaching, then he brought his disciples from all over the world to preach in India. And Prabhupada's one main temple where he was preaching was Mumbai, the Radha Ras Bihari. It's a big chapter of such a wonderful how Prabhupada fought like a warrior, and he had told the deities Radha Rasbihari, you stay here, I'll build a temple for you. And there was one crook who was trying to usurp the property, take it away from devotees, and Prabhupada fought very valiantly. Everyone had given up, Prabhupada did not give up. So Prabhupada was there. So when finally the land came to us, and then Prabhupada did not come to Mumbai for many years. Devotees were doing their collection, fund collection, and trying to build temple. Finally, after Prabhupada left, the temple opened up. But anyways, there was one very nice sannyasi that time, Panch Dravid Maharaj, and Prabhupada's Nectar. There's a book called Prabhupada Nectar by Satswarup Maharaj. He mentions a beautiful story of Panch Dravid Maharaj. So Panch Dravid Maharaj, once he went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada had come to Mumbai after a very long time. Said, Prabhupada, I am missing you so much. He told Prabhupada because he had connection with Prabhupada, very dear connection. Prabhupada, I am serving you in Mumbai here. And initially used to come so much in Mumbai. Right? Actually, this story can be relevant to every ISKCON devotee, every one of us. So, what answer Prabhupada is giving here is relevant to every one of us. So, here is. So, Prabhupada, you were coming early so many times, and now I am missing you. So, Prabhupada, I am preaching, I am cooking here, I am doing arti, but I don't feel connected to you, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you have become very big now. He told Prabhupada like that. Prabhupada said, ISKCON has become big. I am small. And Prabhupada said, ISKCON has become so big, but ISKCON is me. It is my responsibility to run ISKCON. Every temple, every center which is opening up, right from opening the center door to brooming, mopping, cooking, worship of deities, winding up, everything is my job, Prabhupada said. But I'm an old man. I can't go all over the world doing brooming, mopping, worshipping deities, cooking for the deities, distributing prasad. So all of you are helping me. So everyone who is serving in ISKCON is connected to me because it is my service which they are doing. And Prabhupada said, so Pancha Dravid Maharaj, don't worry, you serve here and you are connected to me through this service. Giriraj Maharaj mentions very beautifully. One time Srila Prabhupada asked all the devotees, what is the duty of Guru? What is the duty of spiritual master? And everyone saying, if anyone would have asked, people will easily answered. Prabhupada is asking, Prabhupada asking the people thinking, what will be the answer, best answer I should give. Everyone is confused. So finally Prabhupada said, the duty of Guru is to serve Krishna. And everyone said, Prabhupada ki jai. And Prabhupada asked the next question, what is the duty of a disciple? The surprise, who is going to hear? Who is going to speak? And Prabhupada said, the duty of disciple is to assist Guru in his service of Krishna. So our service is what? Assist Srila Prabhupada in his service to Shri Gaur Nitai here, in his service to take care of ISKCON in Germany, in Heidelberg. So we are all blessed. We have connection with Prabhupada, and everyone who is doing a small service, he is connected to Prabhupada directly. And Prabhupada is watching over it. Prabhupada is happy, smiling always, thankful, grateful for every service we are doing. So no service is big, no service is small, right? Every service is important, and every service is our assisting Srila Prabhupada in his mission to serve Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.